not. And so this is what we really need to be careful with. We need to be careful with things like worship, prayer sounds. Where are we putting those vibrations out to, you know? People are protective over created things, yes. The ego makes a lot of sense. Their intention, which is the main thing. Yes, yes, yes to all of that, guys. Will not be with nature. So you need to go deep within. Now, somebody said always follow intuition, but you need to be careful with that, because our intuition may have been distorted over time by things that we have invested our belief systems into. Okay, hi, how are you doing, Bruce? What's happening? So yeah, you need to be really, really careful and go very, very deep. You need to self-question yourself. Do you consider Jesus as a primary source? No, but I do consider Jesus as an avatar, yes. Things that create themselves, foster prices and egos, they feel the need to hedge. Yes, absolutely, that's very, very true. Pride. Absolutely. So those are forbidden sounds that you guys need to be aware of, and there's lots and lots of those. We believe how we were programmed, indeed, and sometimes those programs are not mind programs, but they can also be intuitive programs too. So we need to have the discernment. Yes, Violande, definitely. We need to have that discernment. And it's by no means easy, but what I would say is by understanding cosmic and universal law, by understanding deep metaphysical truths, you will get closer to your own deep truth disclosure. And that's what this channel is all about, okay? At Fusion 7 right here. So I invite you to follow so that you can find your own deep, deep truths, yeah? I receive thoughts which are not mine. Yes, that happens. You would need to get rid of those. Gustavo, how are you doing this morning, my love? Thank you for coming in. So yes, do replay if you missed the sounds. And so now we are going to deep disclosure number 6. But you know, well, if you know, then that is fantastic. That is the most important baseline. Hey, Erica, thanks for coming in, darling. So we are actually up to disclosure number 7. Excuse me, number 6 right now. Hello, my darling, how are you? So in 1584, Truth Crew, don't forget to share along. This is deep, deep, deep stuff, yeah? There's nothing else like this on Periscope, by the way. In 1586, yes, there was a Reginald Scott. Now, Reginald Scott wrote the Chaldean oracles, okay? Chaldean oracles. Let me write that down for you. Another word for you guys to know. Chaldean oracles. Yes, thank you. There it is right there. Violande and Taz just put that up. Chaldean oracles. Yeah. And so basically what that is all about, it's a list of spirit litanies, okay? And litanies also comes from the Greek word litania, which comes from the word lido, which comes from the word to ask or beg, okay? So it's a list of spirit litanies, okay? And these litanies are recited, which is, yes, you recite these list of demons or angels or whatever it is to ask or beg. You invoke them to come in and you ask or beg them to do your bidding or your will, yeah? So we also can be doing this in prayer. So again, we just need to be careful. Yes, exactly. Yes, they do. And so again, we need to be careful who it is that we are doing our asking and bidding to. Yes, just to be aware of that. It is. We just need to know what it is we're doing. It's taking responsibility of what we've been taught to do. Yes, litanies. This is what litanies are. Yes. And now this is really, really, really creepy, but I've got to tell you, litanies are rewritten. They are written by some beings, some people with blood, perhaps by the magician who's performing the litany, in order to invoke these particular demons, spirits or angels in to their space. And it's in the back of a Protestant church hymnal I usually go. Right, I was raised Catholics. They do litanies in their masses. That's the irony of those who think black magic makes them powerful. Absolutely. And so a lot of these magic rituals are in places that we weren't aware of, and they are. I felt that where Waldorf schools teach some of these things for students to repeat, are all litanies bad due to the begging part? They're not all perhaps meant to be bad, but when you are asking, all I'm saying is that we need to be very aware of what or whom we are asking from, because when you do it in very powerful holy places that are based on sacred geometry, by the way, yeah, steeples on churches are to bring down, they are receptors, yes, of those invocations, of the litanies, okay? The shapes, arcs, steeples, all this sacred geometry, it is bringing it all in. So just be careful what you are asking and whom or what you are asking it from. That is what I'm just trying to emphasize here. Yes, absolutely. And that's absolute truth. It's not my perspective. It's an immutable truth, okay? No wonder there are still crap issues in the church, no matter their best efforts. Yes, because there is a manipulation of sacred geometry. There is a manipulation of sound in order for the masses to believe what they are told to believe, okay? Mephistopheles came from his soul, right? It's like we're opening up without awareness. Yes, boom, right there. This is all about the expansion of consciousness right here on this channel, Truth Crew. So please do share it along. Some of this stuff might be tough for some people to accept. And if you don't want to accept it, that's fine. But it is my vocation to share deep truth. I left the Catholic Church. Okay, that's fine. It's heavy exposure, but it's absolute truth. And do your research, guys. Do your research. Michael Tellinger speaks all about, the deep exploration of holy sites and how they are used as reciprocals to bring down all of the energy of incantations that are chanted in these places. And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying be aware of what it is that you are doing, to what and to whom. That is the most important stuff. I could not relate to Jesus, and that's fine. This is why I always go to primary source of all of creation, because it just jumps above and beyond all of the lower frequencies that are below that. This is true that I've never been able to discuss with anyone before. It's my first time here. Oh, wow. You came into a deep one today, love. Right, but it's just to get you closer to your, the depths of your own inner understanding, okay? And what's really sad about it, they used Cleopatra as Needle Washington. Exactly, there's loads. The truth is hidden out there, everywhere, I left the Protestant that was busy warning against Catholics. Oh, it's just such a pile of shit, Leanne, one against the other, who's better, who's this, who's that. At the end of the day, it's all the same. Cleopatra from Greece, Cleopatra, I'm not sure if she's from Greece. She is supposedly an ancient Egyptian deity though, isn't she? Hidden in plain sight, absolutely. I felt this before. just never met anyone. Okay, well, it's all revealed right here on At Fusion 7 Healing. So yes, these litanies are also written in blood, so that all they need to do is open the book, and because they're written in blood, all of these deities just come right in immediately. The pot calling, the kettle black syndrome, absolutely. Needle Egyptian occult, yes, absolutely. Lovely to have you here, lovely to have you here. So when we need help, energy to accomplish something, who, what should we ask for it? The primary 0 point of all of creation. This is the only thing that we talk about right here on this channel, and it is what we connect to here on this channel, okay? And it's based on metaphysical and cosmic immutable truths. Please go back and look at my scopes on my catches, and you will find out more about that. Okay, so we don't connect to any angels, we don't connect to any deities. Source, we should call it? No, not just source, primary source. Okay, we are primary source, because there are many creators out there in the multiverse. I always felt what you call primary source since I was born. Excellent, good for you. So it's just the source point, the 0 point of everything that has ever been created, the primary source, okay? The one that is in charge of the all, and it is not a deity, okay? We should all talk about this, yep, absolutely. Yes, you should, it's very, very important stuff. And it's because of the lack of this knowledge that the world is in so much shit, because everybody is worshipping deities and religions and God knows what else. And it's just absolutely, you know, we wouldn't still be killing each other if it wasn't for this, if we really understood deep metaphysical truths, okay? So our last one, truth crew, that we need to know, okay? Very, very important, okay? This is our last dark occultism exposed truth, okay? So you don't think praying to various selves that are helpful. I'll tell you that in a moment. Male, female energy, intelligence of all that is. That was a lot to read. I couldn't read it all. But in relation to saints, it's not that it is necessarily bad, but because it is a lower frequency, it means that you must do something in return. Okay, so it's kind of like a swap and exchange. You do this for me, I do that for you. You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. Okay, so it means that you would have to make perhaps some sort of offering or light a candle. Do you wear the glasses to protect yourself? Well, kind of. It's to protect my right eye actually, because I had an infection in it. And so whilst I'm doing certain things, I'm just wearing it just to protect the right eye. It's actually much better, guys, much better. But when I'm working especially, because it's still a bit sensitive, I use it to protect my eye. But it's getting better. Yes, many, you know why? Because people need to identify. They need to identify, that's why. So when we pray, we need to do something for the things to be granted. Yes, and praying and going into the church is one of them. Oh, thanks. They are kind of cool. It kind of, some people are offended by it. They're like, why are you wearing those glasses? But I've been nursing this eye for a couple of months now. You have pretty eyes. Let's be visible. Oh, thank you. But it's just really protection for now. And I feel they'll be coming off really, really soon. Oh, thank you so much. I really do appreciate the healing and the love, guys. I really do. Played wearing glasses on my last scope, like putting your hood up. I've got no qualms about putting my hood up, guys. You will know from my previous scopes that my eyes are always revealed. It's just because of what's going on with it at the moment, which is why I'm wearing them. There's nothing to hide here, okay? So on to our